Hey crafters, welcome back to another Crafty Creations video by Kalisha. Today we will be making a simple and spooky crescent moon wreath. Here are some of the items you will need. You will need a 14-inch wreath frame, a haunted house, one roll of purple deco mesh. You will also need some glitter balls, spiders, electrical tape, and wire cutters. Now let's get started on cutting our wreath frame into our crescent moon shape. In order to cut your wreath frame, you will need your wire cutters. All you have to do is cut out one whole section of your wreath frame. The wreath frame has 6 sections, and so you're going to just cut out one whole section of that. Once you have your section cut out, then you can move that piece to the side. Then you're going to take your electrical tape and you're going to wrap it around the sharp edges. This will help to protect your wall or door and also give you that crescent moon shape. Be generous with the tape as you don't want any edges to pop out. Once you have both of your ends wrapped in your electrical tape, this is what your finished product will look like. Now let's go ahead and get started on wrapping our wreath frame in our purple deco mesh. To do that, all you're going to do is take the end of your purple deco mesh and you're going to scrunch it all together and you're going to take a zip tie and connect it to your wreath frame. Then you're just going to go ahead and start wrapping the deco mesh all the way around the wreath frame. This will only take one roll of deco mesh to complete the whole wreath. Once you get to the end of your wreath frame and wrapping the deco mesh, I took a little hot glue just to help hold it in place and to seal it off. Once you have that end completely glued down, this is what your finished product will look like. I just took my scissors and cut off any stringy pieces that was hanging out from the deco mesh. And then we're going to start decorating our wreath frame now. Now, for our haunted house, you will need 3 AAA batteries for it. And what I did was unscrew the back of it because I am going to take this needle thing or whatever it's called, and I'm going to punch 2 holes in the back so that way I can put my pipe cleaner through it, and that is how I'm going to attach my haunted house to my wreath frame. Now, be careful when you're pulling the pipe cleaner through because I had a little extra strength there and I kind of broke off a piece, which was totally fine because I didn't need that much of it anyways. And then I took the other half, as you will see later, and use it as the piece to hang my wreath frame. So once I got my pipe cleaner through it, I replaced the screws back in there. You will need the smallest screwdriver you have, which I found that an eyeglass screwdriver works very well. And then you're going to screw your screws back in. Now we're going to place our batteries in there and make sure our haunted house works. And then I am just figuring out where I want to place my haunted house on my frame. Once you have it figured out what location you want, I took a stick and then I stuck my pipe cleaners through the deco mesh just so that I can tie it on the opposite side. Once you have your pipe cleaners pulled through, then you're going to go ahead and tighten up your decoration onto your wreath frame. I also added some hot glue to make sure that it stays in place as well to make it a little more sturdy. And then what I did to hide that pipe cleaner was I have these little tags that my mom made me for all of my wreaths, and I used that spot to place it that way that it was covered up. Now, for that piece that broke off when I strong armed my pipe cleaner, I am just going to find where my center for the wreath to hang so it will be straight is going to be. And then I'm going to attach it there and just twist it on there and then cover it up with the deco mesh. That way it looks like it's just a piece of it. And now we have our piece that we're going to hang. Then I decided that I wanted to add some more darkness to it. So I found this, I don't know what do you call it, cheesecloth or decorative cloth. Um, and I wanted to add that to the wreath. So I took some of my tacky glue and I spread it over the wreath frame. And don't worry about it being white because it dries clear. And I just smothered it around, smoothed it around, smothered. And then I placed my cheesecloth over it to give me the effect that I wanted. Once you have the cloth added, then go ahead and cut off any extra cloth that is hanging from the wreath. And then we're going to go ahead and get started on finishing our decorations. I decided that I wanted to go with some of these all black spiders, and then some of the black spiders that have like a purple glitter butt, just to help it stick out a little more on the black cloth. To attach these spiders to the wreath frame, all you have to do is flip them over, and then around the outline of the spider, just add hot glue. And then once you press it down to the wreath frame and hold it for a little bit, it will stick. Then I decided that I wanted to add like a little full moon coming from the top of my wreath frame. And I found this purple and black glitter ball thing. Um, so I figured out where I wanted to place it. Then using my paintbrush stick, I pushed it up so to give myself a hole to stick it through. Added some glue to the tip of it and then pushed it through and held it so that it will stay stuck. And this is what it looks like. Well, while looking at it, I was like, I think it's missing something. So then I decided to go look and see if I had any more of those purple balls. And I actually found one all black one, and then I found another purple and black one. So I added those two to the wreath frame as well. And then once you have all of your decorations added, this is what it looks like in the dark with the spooky lights going. And this was our finished product. I want to thank everyone for joining me for another project. I can't wait to create more with you guys. Until next time, bye. Happy Halloween.